Welcome to Greg's Garage. After getting several sets of jack stands recalled recently from a different manufacturer, I had to pick up a few sets because I'm doing a rear axle swap in my 66 Mustang, so I figured this would be a good time to do a review. If you like working on cars and watching DIY videos, then you should hit the subscribe button because that is what I post on this channel. So like I mentioned, I had to replace a couple sets of jack stands that I had recalled. I went with the ProLift model because of a specific safety feature they offer, which I will get into shortly. There are a few other companies that offer the similar feature, and the price does vary, but I'll put a link to these in the description. I picked up a set of the 3-ton model and the 6-ton model. After opening the box, you'll see you receive a couple bays, a couple columns, and a set of instructions. Here's a first good look at the base. It seems really sturdy. And here's a look at the center columns, which is also pretty sturdy looking. But this is the real reason why I was interested in this particular set of jacks. It has like a locking pin. It's a metal wedge connected to a chain, and when inserted into the jack, it acts as a second safety feature, which I really like. It just seems to make sense. It keeps it from collapsing down on itself, which is always the fear, and I believe what the reason was for the recall on all the jacks. So here's another look of how the safety pin operates. And this is a shot of the 3-ton model. Now switching over to the 6-ton model. It performs and operates in the exact same way, but you can tell it is very sturdy looking. Just everything looks beefier. All the reinforced areas and welds seem to be of pretty good quality. One thing I did notice that I guess would be kind of a negative, but it wasn't like it was a deal breaker or anything, was that the locking pin didn't work with both columns. And I'll show you exactly what I mean here. It works perfect there, but then if you switch the columns, you can see that the locking pins wouldn't go back in. But after switching back the columns, it's not an issue. So long as you have that as a set, it's good. So the jacks work perfect, but to use the locking pin, I guess you can't mix and match, which is kind of odd. And I don't know if it's just this specific set or all of them, but I just wanted to point that out. On the 6-ton model, I noticed that one was really sturdy and one was a little rocky. It would rock back and forth. So I looked around and I noticed that there was a little bit of weld splatter shown right here that was on the bottom of the base. I believe that was what was causing it to rock back and forth and not sit flush. Here's a better view of it. But I was able to just take a file and quickly file it off as I show here. Here I show the height. On the 3-ton model, at the lowest point, it's roughly around 12 inches. And once raised, fully extended, it's roughly about 17 inches, as shown here. On the 6-ton model, at its lowest point, it sits right around 15.5 inches. And at its highest setting, it sits right about 23.5 inches tall. In conclusion, I really like this set. Like I said, I've been working on a narrowing and rebuilding a 9-inch rear axle to put in my 66 Mustang, so I have been using them. It's really nice to have a second feature of safety on jack stands. I never truly felt safe around them. I'm always really cautious when it comes to them, so it's really nice to have another thing making sure that you're safe while you're working under there. Once again, there are other brands that make a similar product and prices do vary, but this is the brand I went with, so I'll put a link to this set in the description. If you found this video helpful, please hit subscribe and leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.